This video will cover module part 2 questions regarding the topic of derivatives chain rule. This is the first question. Y prime equals square root of 3x plus x squared prime times 2x minus 1 minus square root of 3x plus x squared times 2x minus 1 prime over 2x minus 1 squared. The square root of 3x plus x squared prime equals, we can rewrite as 3x plus x squared to the power of 1 over 2 prime. Then use the general power rule. 1 over 2 u to the power of minus 1 over 2 times u prime. Then keep the inner function, which is 3x plus x squared. 3x plus x squared. Then 1 over 2 times, back to the radical form, 1 over square root of 3x plus x squared times 3x plus x squared prime equals 3 plus 2x. We can rewrite as 3 plus 2x over 2 times square root of 3x plus x squared. Then back to the original, 3 plus 2x over 2 square root of 3x plus x squared times 2x minus 1 minus square root of 3x plus x squared times 2x minus 1 prime equals 2 over 2x minus 1 squared times 2 square root of 3x plus x squared over 2 square root of 3x plus x squared. Then expand. The first one is cancelled. 3 plus 2x times 2x minus 1 minus 2 times 2 equals 4. Then square root of 3x plus x squared, then squared, which is 3x plus x squared over 2x minus 1 squared times 2 square root of 3x plus x squared. Then expand. 6x minus 3 plus 4x squared minus 2x minus 12x minus 4x squared over 2 square root of 3x plus x squared times 2x minus 1 squared. Then 4x squared minus 4x squared cancelled. Then 6x minus 2x, which is 4x minus 12x. So minus 8x minus 3 over 2 square root of 3x plus x squared times 2x minus 1 squared. Number 2, y prime equals 2x minus 3 to the power of 4 prime, then don't prime, plus don't prime, then prime, which is 5x squared plus 7 to the power of 3 equals, think this one is u to the power of 4, 4u to the power of 3, then u prime. Then keep the inner function, 2x minus 3 times don't prime part, then don't prime part 2x minus 3 to the power of 4 times, think this one is another u to the power of 3, so 3 times u to the power of 2 times u prime. Then keep the inner function, which is 5x squared plus 7 equals 4 2x minus 3 cubed. 2x minus 3 prime equals 2. And times 5x squared plus 7 cubed plus 2x minus 3 to the power of 4. 3 is here. Then 5x squared plus 7 squared. 5x squared plus 7 prime equals 10x. Then simplify. 8 times 2x minus 3 cubed, 5x squared plus 7 cubed, plus 30x times 2x minus 3 to the power of 4 times 5x squared plus 7 squared. Then take out the common factor from 8 and 30, which is 2. 2x minus 3, this one is the power of 3, power of 4, so which is power of 3. Then 5x squared plus 7, from here power is 3, from here power is 2, then take out squared, then 4, 5x squared plus 7 plus 15x, 2x minus 3. Keep the first one, 2 times 2x minus 3 to the power of 3, 5x squared plus 7 squared, then expand, 20x squared plus 28 plus 30x squared minus 45x. The final answer is 2 times 2x minus 3 cubed, 5x squared plus 7 squared, 50x squared minus 45x plus 28. Number 3, y prime equals prime don't prime minus don't prime prime over x cubed minus 2 to the power of 4 squared. 2x squared plus 5 to the power of 3 prime. Think this one is u equals 3u squared times u prime. Keep the inner function, which is 2x squared plus 5, 2x squared plus 5, 3 times 2x squared plus 5 squared times 2x squared plus 5 prime equals 4x. Then we can rewrite as 12x times 2x squared plus 5 squared. Then back to the original. 12x times 2x squared plus 5 squared times x cubed minus 2 to the power of 4 minus 2x squared plus 5 cubed times x cubed minus 2 to the power of 4 prime equals, think this is another u, 4 u to the power of 3, then u prime, then keep the inner function, x cubed minus 2, x cubed minus 2 equals 4 times x cubed minus 2 cubed times x cubed minus 2 prime equals 3x squared. Then we can simplify 12x squared times x cubed minus 2 to the power of 3. Then back to the original, 12x squared times x cubed minus 2 cubed over x cubed minus 2 to the power of 8. Divide x cubed minus 2 cubed on each side, so cancelled. This is only 1 left. This is 5 left. Then we can rewrite as 12x times 2x squared plus 5 squared times x cubed minus 2 minus 12x squared times 2x squared plus 5 cubed over x cubed minus 2 to the power of 5. Then take out the common factor. 12x 2x squared plus 5 squared, then x cubed minus 2 is left over, minus x, then 2x squared plus 5 divided by x cubed minus 2 to the power of 5 equals 12x 2x squared plus 5 squared, then expand x cubed minus 2 minus 2x cubed minus 5x over x cubed minus 2 to the power of 5. Inside the bracket equals minus x cubed minus 5x minus 2. So take out the negative sign. Then 12x 2x squared plus 5 squared times x cubed plus 5x plus 2 over x cubed minus 2 to the power of 5. Number 4, y equals u cubed. So dy du equals 3u squared. U equals t squared minus 3. Du dt equals 2t. T equals, we can rewrite as x to the power of 1 over 2 plus x. So dt dx equals 1 over 2 x to the power of minus 1 over 2 plus 1. Then we can rewrite as 1 over 2 square root of x plus 1. When x equals 1, t of 1 equals square root of 1 plus 1, which is 2. So t equals 2. And u of 2 equals 2 squared minus 3. 4 minus 3, which is 1. So u equals 1. Then dy dx equals, we can rewrite as dy du times du dt times dt dx. Then dy du equals 3u squared times du dt equals 2t times dt dx equals 1 over 2 square root of x plus 1. Then dy dx, when x equals 1, which means t equals 2, u equals 1. So 3 times u squared, which is 1 squared times 2, t equals 2 times 1 over 2 square root of x equals 1 plus 1. Then 3 times 2 times 2, 3 times 4 equals 12 times 1 over 2 plus 1. 12 times 3 over 2, 2 times 1, 2 times 6, which is 18. Number 5, f of x equals b minus 2x to the power of 4. Then f prime of x equals, think this is u, 4u to the power of 3 times u prime. Keep the inner function b minus 2x, b minus 2x. So 4 times b minus 2x cubed times b minus 2x prime equals minus 2. So minus 8 times b minus 2x cubed. Then put 3 into x, f prime of 3 equals minus 8 times b minus 2 times 3, which is 6 cubed, equals 8. Then divide by minus 8 on each side. b minus 6 cubed equals minus 1. Then b minus 6 equals minus 1. Finally, b equals 5. This is the last question. h prime of x equals the derivative of the outer function, keep the inner function, times derivative of the inner function, g of 2x minus 1, g of 2x minus 1. Then f prime of g of 2x minus 1 times, now g is the outer function, so g prime of inner function times inner function prime. Then keep the inner function 2x minus 1. So f prime of g of 2x minus 1 times g prime of 2x minus 1 times 2. h prime of 1 equals f prime of g of 2 times 1 minus 1 equals 1 times g prime of 2 times 1 minus 1, 1 times 2. f prime of g of 1 equals 2 times g prime of 1 equals 3 times 2. Then f prime of 2 equals minus 2. Minus 2 times 6. Final answer is minus 12. Number B, we can rewrite as h of x equals f of 1 over x to the power of 3. Then h prime of x equals, this is u, 3u squared times u prime. So inner function is f of 1 over x. f of 1 over x. Then we can rewrite as 3 times f of 1 over x squared times, now 1 over x equals u. So derivative of the outer function f prime of 1 over x times 1 over x prime. 1 over x prime equals x to the power of minus 1 prime, then minus x to the power of minus 2. We can rewrite as minus 1 over x squared. So 3 times f of 1 over x to the power of 2 times f prime of 1 over x times minus 1 over x squared. Then put 1 into x. h prime of 1 equals 3 times f of 1 over 1, which is 1 squared, times f prime of 1 over 1, which is 1, times minus 1 over 1 squared, which is 1, equals 3 times f of 1 equals 4. So 4 squared times f prime over 1 equals minus 1 times minus 1. Make positive. Then 3 times 16, which is 48. This is the final answer. Number C, h prime of x equals prime, don't prime, minus don't prime, then prime, over square root of f of x squared. G squared of x prime equals, we can rewrite as g of x squared prime. So this is u squared prime, 2u times u prime. Inner function is g of x So 2 times g of x times g prime of x. Then back to the original. 2 times g of x times g prime of x square root of f of x minus g of x squared times square root of f of x prime equals, we can rewrite as f of x to the power of 1 over 2 prime. So this one is another u, 1 over 2 u to the power of minus 1 over 2 times u prime. The inner function is f of x. Then we can rewrite as 1 over 2 square root of f of x times f prime of x. Then back to the original, f prime of x over 2 square root of f of x over f of x. Then h prime of 1 equals 2g of 1 times g prime of 1 square root of f of 1 minus g of 1 squared times f prime of 1 over 2 square root of f of 1 over f of 1. Then 2 times g of 1 equals 2, g prime of 1 equals 3, times the square root of f of 1 equals 4, minus g of 1 equals 2 squared times f prime of 1 equals minus 1 over 2 square root of f of 1 equals 4 over f of 1 equals 4. Then actually this one is 2. So 2 times 2 times 3 times 2 equals 24 minus 2 times square root of 4 equals 4. So cancelled. Then make positive plus 1 over 4. The final answer is 25 over 4. I hope this video has been helpful. If you have any questions, leave them in a comment below, and I will address them in a future video. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more.